Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life, and in this video, we're going to talk about how to tell if your ex still loves you. Now, many times this can be a really confusing topic for a lot of people. You're not sure if you're spending your time pursuing someone who may actually still have feelings for you, or maybe they don't. Maybe you're just actually wasting your time. Oftentimes, I don't like this whole idea of like, hey, am I just wasting my time? Like, if you're not growing and becoming a better person as the result of it, then sure, you might be wasting your time. But hopefully, if you're watching, these videos on this channel, you're positioning yourself to grow and become a better person, no matter what the outcome of your breakup is. Because you can do that, and you can turn your breakup into one of the best things that's ever happened to you in your life. That's what I did. And I didn't know how I was going to make it happen. But I remember sitting there sad, depressed, lost, confused, alone, heartbroken, and saying, I don't know how this is going to happen. I don't know the way forward, but I'm going to turn this breakup into the best thing that ever happened to me. And that is exactly what I did. It wasn't comfortable. It wasn't easy at times, but I definitely did it. I can't say it's the best thing that's ever happened to me, though, because, since then I've met my wife, gotten married, have my daughter now, and all that stuff. But it's definitely up there as one of the best things that's ever happened. Let's go ahead and get into this. How to tell if your ex still loves you. Number one, they take time to think about your feelings. If they are actually, being considerate to your feelings, how certain things might affect you, how you might respond to certain things, that shows you that they do actually care about your impact, which would imply that they actually still love you. If they do this, then it lets you know that they still prioritize your feelings, that they're still trying to be mindful about how what they say, what they do, how things are perceived, etc., are going to affect you. And it shows that they're still, taking a care to try to make it come across well when it comes to all that sort of stuff. The second thing is that they keep you up to date on what is going on with them. That is to say, they let you know kind of where they're at, and not just in a sort of like, hey, I'm just going to ramble on and on about, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that, but they're actually, keeping you up to date in a sort of compassionate, concerned sort of way. They're not just, talking at you. They're actually having a conversation with you and letting you know in a way that allows you to stay updated to what's going on with them. And maybe they even take an interest in what's going on with you and sort of what updates are going on in terms of what's happening in your life, how you're feeling about things, and all of that. And of course, these are great conversations to have to flip things into the opportunity for connecting in a deeper way. You can easily just turn this into an emotional conversation and just connect in a deeper sort of way. The third thing that you can do to tell that your ex still loves you is if they try to form a more emotional connection, more than just physical. I know that oftentimes people do try to prioritize the physical connection because they're so desperately afraid of being put in the friend zone. We've talked about this before, but you don't need to worry about being in the friend zone. Many times you do actually want to put yourself in the so-called friend zone with your ex because it gives you the space and the ability to actually create a deeper bond with them so that they can realize that they actually have stronger emotional feelings towards you. What we want to do is we want to not just prioritize the physical connection because, again, the friend zone isn't something you need to worry about, but what we want to do is we want to nurture the emotional side of things because obviously you could just have a physical relationship with your ex. That is something that does happen. It is something that some people would be okay with if they were offered that option. But if you want something more than that, you need to make sure that you're nurturing the emotional side as well too. And if they seem to actually be nurturing that emotional side by, again, like we've talked about before, taking an interest in how you're doing, what certain things are going to affect you, keeping you up to date, all that sort of stuff, this shows that they're taking consideration into the emotional side of things. And if they're not, then that's something that you could focus on as well too, intentionally through doing that emotional bonding stuff that we've talked about in other videos, inside of our courses, all that sort of stuff. Next up, if they take an active interest in your love life. Many times this comes with an asterisk though. Your ex may say things like, hey, are you dating someone else? Oh, like, are you seeing someone? And they could be doing this for a couple of different reasons. Number one, they might be just sort of feeling out to see like, hey, are you available for me to be with romantically. That is something that can happen, and that would be a sign that that's going on. However, sometimes your ex may do this in order to just drop the pressure, because oftentimes there can be a lot of pressure in being in contact with you. And they may just want to be like, okay, well, are you dating someone? Because they want to know that, like, okay, if you're dating someone, yeah, that means there's less pressure on me. That means we can just interact with one another with like zero agenda and all of that. So that could be the asterisk on that one. What you want to do if they are just looking for a way to drop the pressure is to find ways that you can just drop the pressure for them anyway. This would include things like the same team conversation that we've talked about many times. But by the way, if you like this video that we're doing here today, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm and that you leave a comment down below letting me know what sorts of other videos you'd like me to make in the future. It's super helpful for us to see what sort of videos you want to make, but also the thumbs up, the subscription, the comments in the comment section below. It is engagement that tells YouTube, hey, Clay's videos are all right. We might want to show them to some more people. So if you like these videos that we do and you want to help grow this channel as well too, and you want to help make this channel easier for other people to find, hit the thumbs up button. It does help us, really it does. But anyway, moving on. Number 5, if it seems that they are very engaged in what you are doing and what is new with you, then yeah, they very well could still love you. This could include all sorts of things like asking prying questions, even things like watching your social media activity. You know, there are some social media platforms that allow you to see, oh, okay, this person is like, you know, viewing all of my stuff. This person is engaging with all of my stuff. Like if they're doing something super obvious, like liking it, like this video maybe, then it's going to show that, yeah, obviously they are still watching you. Obviously they are still very engaged in your life and all of that. That would imply that, yeah, they do still have feelings for you, potentially maybe even love you. You know, love is a tricky thing because people can do things because they just like you, and people can also do certain things, maybe a lot of the same things, because they do love you. So it can be tough to find that distinction between the two. However, many times we just need to start interacting with our partners in a deeper sort of way to actually start to figure out if it is love or if it's just like. If you have found this helpful and you do want to learn more about a lot of these conversational things that we've talked about, same team conversation, decreasing pressure, all that sort of stuff, you might want to check out our course called Effortless Connection. It's over at modernlove.life/EC. That's modernlove.life/E as in effortless, C as in connection. You can also find links for it down in the description box and other things that might be useful or helpful for you as well too. But anyway, thanks so much. Take care. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for YouTube, and I'll talk to you in the next video.